Hey folks, Professor Krause here. Hey, I got a really good question from Emily this weekend, and I thought that the answer might be relevant to all of you. So I wanted to make a quick video to send out just to kind of walk you through the difference between a works cited page, a bibliography, and an annotated bibliography. I don't want you to be confused on the function of each one, and I don't want you to be confused on what you're supposed to turn in with your final project. Okay, so I'm in my daughter's pink room, I think. Okay, so here's the thing. Let me walk you through what each one of these things is, and then I want to clarify what you need to submit for your final project. So the first thing I want to clarify is what a works cited page is. A works cited page appears at the end of any document that is a research-based document. So your summary was a research-based document because you were taking information from somewhere else. Your research paper is a research-based document because you're pulling information from something else, from an outside source. Any paper that you might write that utilizes information that can be quoted, paraphrased, or summarized. Any paper that you write that includes any outside information must include a works cited page. That works cited page will contain documents or will contain a list of sources that you actually cited within the text of your paper. In other words, you might have read through 20 sources, but if you only chose to cite 10 of those sources, then only those 10 sources would appear on your works cited page. Whatever sources are actually cited within the text of your paper must be included on a works cited page at the end of that paper. So, in other words, I'm sure you're putting all this together, or I hope you are, that your research paper must include a works cited page that documents all the sources cited within the text of your paper. Not all the sources you looked at, just the ones cited in your paper. This is different than an annotated bibliography. Okay, in other words, I don't want you to submit your annotated bibliography as your works cited page because they're different things. So your research paper should have a works cited page. Your annotated bibliography, on the other hand, is you can kind of think about it like a library of summaries for people who are interested in your topic. In other words, imagine if you began researching for your paper and you were able to find a document that listed all potential sources and summarized what was in those sources. Imagine how much easier it would have been to find information for your paper if you had just a very one document that had kind of everything on it. That, the citation for the source, a summary of what that source was about. You would have the ability then to decide, is that source relevant to my discussion or not so much? That's what you're creating with your annotated bibliography. You're creating a library of summaries that someone who is interested in your topic could read and could have an idea of what kind of research is out there and what kinds of sources might speak to their very specific, very particular need. Okay, so with that said, your annotated bibliography is going to be a separate document than your research paper, which will contain a works cited page. The question that I got, by the way, was whether or not the annotated bibliography could be submitted with the research paper, or how those things worked. So I'm hoping that this clarifies that just a bit for anyone else who might be a little bit confused. Okay, if you have any questions at all as we're finishing up this class or getting towards the end of this class, please don't hesitate to email me. If the answer isn't easily written out, I'm more than happy to try and create a video or some sort of explanation that might help you better. Okay, I hope everyone is enjoying your weekend. You can see all the ponies peeking over my shoulder. I hope that the progress on your project is coming along well. And again, I'm here to help if you have any questions at all. All right, talk with you all soon.